This is a TNT firework, and it shoots TNT really high in a large spread. This is also a TNT firework, and it rapidly sprays TNT into the sky over time. Today, I'm going to show you how to build both of these designs. And if you like TNT cannons, make sure you subscribe. Let's get right into it. Now to build this first cannon, this is probably the easiest thing ever on my channel. All you need to do is just place dispensers facing inward like this, place some blocks on the sides, and place redstone over all of them. Now you just place your water here, and 2 torches here, a lever here, and that's literally it. You're done. To activate it, place redstone here, and then wait for this TNT to finish exploding. And then afterwards, you could turn off this lever and then watch the cannon go. And look at that. Now what I like to do with this cannon is that I like to build multiple of them together. So over here we have the same cannon, except I added 5 of the same thing around it. All I need to do is place redstone torches here so I can get the cannon up and running. And now all 5 of them are going to fire at once. I place the redstone here, and I unflick it, and look at this. So as you just observed, if you time the redstone a little bit different and add little pauses in, you will also see those pauses reflected in the way that the cannon shoots. Here's it one more time without any interruptions. Lastly, one final thing with this design, if you want to have the TNT perfectly timed so that there's no more explosions left by the time it stops firing, a 10 comparator pulse extender with a wooden button is the perfect amount of time for that to happen. Alright, now onto the second design. This one is quite a bit larger, and there's a few more things I like about it more than the first one. Let's build it. First, we're going to build a 3x3 square of dispensers in the middle, and we're going to place redstone on top of them. Now tower up a bit and place dispensers on top of that redstone, so now these dispensers are going to be floating in the air. Go ahead and add a second layer to those dispensers on the top as well. Alright, now we're just going to place some blocks on the corners just so we can get the redstone all the way around, and we're going to go ahead and place that redstone that we just mentioned. Now you can drop back down, break these 2 blocks that you were using before, and place a block right over here. We're almost done. Now we're going to want to place the important block, the chains. We want to place some sideways chains in between the top and the bottom of the cannon. Notice how you can use the side of the redstone hitbox to place those chains. Final steps, we're just going to place water in the middle right over here, and then place 2 torches over here and a lever here and here. And now we're done. To fire the cannon, you're going to want to flick this lever and then place redstone on top of this block and then flick this lever to deactivate it. So let's just do that. And look at that beautiful spread explosion. Now that you fired your cannon once, all you need is this lever to activate the top. So I can just do this and this. Now on to the things I like about this design. Firstly, you can semi-auto, and semi-auto just makes everything better. You can just rapid fire this. And this one, you can just spam the semi-auto because you don't have to worry about the chains spilling out any of the TNT on the top. And look at that. Secondly, even though I'm using this cannon in burst, you're also able to spam the bottom as well and get a similar effect that this design has, but with this design. To do that, you're going to want to place some torches down over here, and you're just going to do the same thing you did with the top with the bottom. You place some redstone down there, and now when you unflick this lever, you can unflick that, and you're going to see some craziness start to happen in the sky, and isn't that just insane? When you turn it off, make sure you turn off the top first, just to make sure that no TNT is left in the middle. Lastly, the design is super easy to expand and customize. So over here, I built like a really big one. You can see I have the water facing inwards so the TNT gets a nice spread outwards. Oh, look at that. And with this one, I played around with ladders a bit so the TNT can have some different levels to it. Nice TNT on the top and bottom. You see you get some a little change in height. And this one's my favorite of the bunch. I divide it into little sections of TNT, and all the TNT is going to go inwards because of the water, and it's going to create a nice little cluster bomb in the air. And just doesn't that look beautiful? It's like a grenade. Of course, I can switch this around to fire on the outside instead by switching all of these water streams, and I get something a little more spread out. Now you know how to make TNT fireworks, and I hope you enjoy. These are so cool. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video if you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.